Hello everyone. Once again, I welcome you all to my English 2 class. And as you know, the other day we have completed up to question number 5. So the remaining questions today we shall complete from question number 6 to question number 10. And also the in-text questions which are there, those also we shall be completing today. And today we shall wrap up this chapter. That means from our next class, we are going to start a new chapter. We are going to start our poem which is there in your syllabus. So today is the class where we are going to wrap up this chapter. Okay, so the first one, that is question number 6. Question number 6 question was this one: what do we know about the house where the narrator lived? Describe it based on the details given in the story. That means in your story you have seen, that the narrator is describing that about some of the belongings of them, and also he is describing some of the decorations and designs and some places of his house. So we shall be seeing that what are those details. Okay, the question number 6, the answer is the narrator's house. The house had bedrooms. You can write the narrator's house had bedrooms, a kitchen, a veranda. Okay, the kitchen was infested with beetles. You have seen what a beetle is. I have shown you in your previous class. I have shown you the picture. And when the owlet started living with the family, when the owlet started to live with the family, that time the kitchen quarters was full of beetles. The roof of the house had a rainwater pipe. The house also had a garden with mango trees and a bird bath. The edge of the garden had long grass. That means in the garden it was full of long grass. Okay. Now question number 7. Question number 7. I have given you this question in your worksheet section the previous day, or maybe the last week. Okay, so the question is, list 6 sounds of an owl that the narrator had given. So you can mention any sound which are given. So it's not always necessary that you have to write 6 sounds. You can write any 3-4 sounds you can write. So we can see the main sounds which are given. The hissing sound, you can write hoo-hoo sound, you can write crooning sound and gargling sound. Okay, these 4 sounds were the main sounds, and you can also write the clacking sound. If you want to write 6 sounds, you can write the clacking sound, CLACKING, clacking sound, and also your purring sound, PURRING. Okay, so all these you can write. Then the question which is given: how did the owlet show their affection for grandmother? This question I had yesterday's live class. I had discussed this one, or also in your worksheet the question was given: how did the owlets show their affection for grandmother? So whenever grandmother called them, or in response to her voice, they used to make gentle and soothing sound. In response to her voice, they used to make gentle and soothing sound. That will be your answer. In response to her voice, they made gentle and soothing voice, or gentle and soothing sound will be better. Here in this question, no, you write here gentle and soothing sound. It will be better. If you write sound, it will be better. So in this case here, a gentle and soothing voice, instead of it you write gentle and soothing sound. Okay, SOUND. So gentle and soothing sound you write here. Okay, thus they showed their affection for grandmother. So in response to her voice, they made gentle and soothing sound, and thus they showed their affection for grandmother. Okay, then question number 9. Question number 9 is your which is not given in your means in this. I have up to question number 8 I have uploaded, but question number 9 answer I will provide. There is no problem. So question number 9, the question is: how did the mother owl show that she cared for the little owlets? So it has been many times it has been shown that how did the mother owl show that it actually cared for the owlets. So the mother owl cooed and gargled with concern outside the narrator's bedroom, where the baby owlets were kept, and even bought a mouse for them to eat. And later, when narrator was placing the baby owlets on the tree branch, she swooped down and attacked him from behind. Later, she left them at the narrator's house so that they could be raised by the family properly. Okay, so you can write your own answer. This is a sample answer which I am giving. So the main points which should be there when you are writing how did the mother owlet, how did the mother owl show that it actually cared for the newborn babies or for the newborn owlets. So the first one is that when it saw them in the narrator's house, it made a crooning and gargling sound, and it kept a mouse for them to feed on. Also, when the narrator and his grandfather they were releasing the uh, owlets in the garden, it thought that they are causing any harm to them, so it attacked them. Also, you can write, but afterwards, realizing her mistake, it brought them back to because it wanted that they should be brought up or they should be reared up by the narrator's family. Now the next question, which is question number 10. Did the narrator and his grandfather treat the animals with respect? Give reasons for your answer. So respect, actually in this question, no, it should be did they care, did the narrator and his grandfather treat the animals with care? It should be here respect, the word is given, though the word respect is given, but we should assume it should be like care. Yes, obviously they cared for the animals or whatever pets they came to their family. Whenever any pet was brought, or you can say any pet automatically came to their family, so they took good care of them. Here if you think in the cases of the owlets, when the first owlet was fallen, they gave it some meat and water, because always they took good care of whatever pet came to their family. Okay, so obviously they were very much careful towards whatever pet came to their family. Okay, so you can write this answer. I have also given you one sample answer, but you should understand it and you can write it in your own way also. There is no problem if you write your own answer. So the question number 10, did the narrator and his grandfather treat the animals with respect or with care? The narrator and his grandfather treated the animals and birds with respect and took good care of them. They fed the baby owlets and protected them. Once the birds had recovered, or you can say once the bird had grown up, or you can say they were able to fly away, they released them back to their mother. So you can write here once the bird had recovered, or you can write once the bird were grown up enough, or you can write once they were able to fly away, they released them back to their mother. Okay, so this is how they took a good care of them. Now the questions which are there, these are the in-text questions. In-text questions are what? You can see in your book. In your book you can see which are the in-text questions. In-text questions means when you are reading the text, when you are going through the text, that time you will find the in-text questions are there. So the first question which is there, the in-text question which is there, that is this one. Do you think the owlet was happy or scared when grandfather first picked it up? Means what? When grandfather first saw the owlet, or you can see on that very morning when one owlet was fallen from near the baranda steps through the rainwater pipe. So that time, do you think that the narrator, the question is, do you think the owlet was happy? Do you think the owlet was happy or scared? Obviously it was scared, and that is why it made a hissing sound and a clacking sound. So those sounds, no hissing sound and the clacking sounds, those sounds were made by the small owlet, or you can say by the newborn owlet. That is because it was too much scared, because it was a newborn one and it has not seen a human being till now. Now it thought, or it expected, that its mother would be taking a good care of them, but it got separated from their mother, or from its mother. So that is why it was bit scared. Okay, now why does the writer use the word inquiring? I have answered you in your uh, video class, sorry, in your live class. So inquiring here means questioning, or you can write inquiring here means curious, inquisitive, curious. That means it wants to ask why. What does it want to ask? It wants to ask, why are you tapping on the tree trunk, or you can say, why are you tapping on the log of the tree? Okay, so you can write this answer. I have given you these answers, both the answers are given, but you can write it in your own way also. There is no problem. If you write, it would be much welcomed. So here the word inquiring means curious, okay, or you can write inquisitive. Here the word inquiring means curious, or you can write inquisitive. The narrator uses the word to show, that the owl looked from the hole in the tree to find out who was tapping on the tree trunk, or you can say why he was tapping on the tree trunk. Okay. Now the next question which you are having is this one: how had the owlets, the next question is, how had the owlets come onto the veranda? How had the owlets come onto the veranda, or come onto the narrator's house? So the owlets had fallen from out of their nest, which was built near the rainwater pipe on the roof, and it had fallen through that pipe. It has been written in your story, so you can write this answer. Next one: what did the mother owl do that made the narrator think that she didn't trust him to look after the baby owl? So this question again is very important question. How the narrator realized, or you can say, how did the narrator come to know that you can say that this mother owl doesn't trust that the narrator and his family, they are taking a good care of its babies? Because it didn't know that they were fed with meat and water. So it brought one mouse, a dead mouse you can say, and it kept it near the window, near the on the other side of the mosquito net, where its tail was tucked through that mosquito netting. So it shows very much that it thought that they were not fed with anything, and that's why it brought some food for them. Okay. So you write the sample answers which are given. You can take help from there. So the mother owl had left a mouse for her babies to feed on. For this, the narrator thought that she didn't trust him to look after the baby owls. Okay. Now the next question, which is the easiest one: which word is the synonym of scream and squeal? So you will be writing shrieking. This is applicable for Aunt Mabel. Okay. So which word is that? Which word is the synonym of scream and squeal? This one, shrieking, this word. Okay, shrieking is the word here. Shrieking is the word. So this word will be the answer. Okay, so this is all for today. I shall be starting a new chapter from your next class. We shall be starting this poem, which is My Books. So we shall be starting this poem, My Books, from our next class. That means in our the next week you are having your class on Thursday. So on Thursday we shall be starting this chapter. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a very good day. Thank you.